Hi everyone, today I will explain you how to use finance module of MySmartSchool. So first of all, I will tell you how to enable these features related to finance module. First of all, click on setting, then go to master entry. In master entry, click user permission and here you will find the finance module. Click here and then get detail. Here you need to enable all these features. Enable for finance account, enable each and everything. The last these two feature are prevent edit income expenditure on next day, and this will require document. Here you can also give permission to accept admin if you want permission to any other. For example, I want to give this uh, a accountant, so you can select that employee also. Then click on OK and your permission is updated. Now click on refresh. On refresh, you will find these menus and the sub menus in this finance module: income, expenditure, balance sheet, finance accounts, ads, and finance account transfer. So I will tell you one by one in a brief. So first of all, you need to understand the structure of this finance module. So first of all, we go to finance accounts. Here we need to create some account for our organization, schools, etc. For example, we are taking fees and in two way, in a bank, or maybe we have more than one bank account, or by cash. Maybe we have cash counter one or more than one. So you need to manage all these things separately. So first of all, we need to create the create account. If you are using already the system, to then it is okay. From any date you want to assign this, and you need to open that account. So let's create a new account. Here you need to give name of the account. For example, we need a cash book or cash account, anything you can name it. And then type cash. For example, you want to start from today, and today our cash book have amount of 50,000. So you need to put that amount from which date you want to start it. And for example, today is 16th August, so that's okay. And default for this time means if we have multiple cash book or multiple places, then you can need to select either anyone. Otherwise it's okay, either to select yes or no, then keep status active and then save account. If one account is created cash book, and in the same way we can create another account. For example, now, or you can name anything for your account. Be careful about this opening balance and opening balance date. So when you start this software to use, or from which date you want to use everything in finance module, then put that date. Not this date is not related to directly in your bank. This is from where we want to record everything in our software. So this is that. And let's assume that we have 20,000 in this account, and your bank name SBI, and your account number, anything you can put here, and UPSC code and branch, for example, you can like that, you can fill that, and then you can yes it and save it. So now we have created two accounts. One is cash and second is current account. So we need to keep maintain these for every transaction which we have to do, either any payment, or we received any amount. So we need to put in these. If we have more than two, then you just need to create like this. So here is a one more thing. Finance settings means we need to enter policy here. Either optional means when we take any receipt or we pay anything else. For example, if we are taking fees and we are doing some payment, and we are recording some income expenditure, then it's either that will be optional to select account, or it must be required. If you select optional, that it's up to you, either you choose account or not. But when you select the required, it will compulsory for any transaction recording, and then you need to allow check or select the account name. Another is also a disable monthly closing enable disable means if we want to close the a month, so you need to every month to close monthly closing, and then you need to move further. It will help to maintain your finance module simple and accurate. Next thing which we need to set up first, next is payment gateway. If we have more than one bank account, then we can in which our payment is coming, then you need to select or map the payment gateway. So you need to select that. For example, now right now we have only one bank account, so that will shown here, and you will put here this select and save. Next, I will tell you different menu for brief intro. This is the income. This menu and this page is used for any miscellaneous income coming from any source. So here we will record that. In expenditure, here we will record any expenditure, day-to-day expenditure, and from where all these expenditure will be recorded here. And the balance sheet, here we will check our balance sheet, different detail, different report, and different summary. I will explain later. And we have already covered the finance account module. We have created two accounts, then finance head. In this, we need to create some heads related to our income and expenditure. And the last one is finance transfer account. Now I will explain you finance heads. Why we need to create some head related to our income or expenditure. So first of all, for example, I create a head, for example, expenditure. And for expenditure, I want to name something like office expenses. And then it is related to vehicle, yes or no, no, keep it no, and the save measure and it is added instantly. Now we have a structure of three type of heads, that is major head, minor head, subhead, and then minor head. Means subcategory of a particular head. For example, this is a office expenses is a major head. In this head, now again make a subhead, for example, expenditure and then OPEX expense, and we want to further divide it in like we are classroom and teaching supply, and then save it. It will again create it instantly, and here are second category, even we can say subcategory of main major head is office expenses, and then sorry, here office major head is office expenses, and sub major classroom and teaching supply. And then we further divide this classroom and teacher supply in minor heads. So again you can select expenditure, office expenses, some minor classroom, and then for example we science and consumable, etc., and add it, art and science consumable. So here you can see this type of heads in a subcategories manner. And again we can, for example, in the same category, for example, we can add here this and the second text book and media, like that. So again, in the same minor head, you can now see there are two sub minor head, art and science consumable and text book and media, but their sub major and main head are. Now, if we have vehicles, and then next again make a expenditure regarding to vehicle, so make right here a vehicle, and when there we have related vehicle related, then we need to say yes here. So it will record per vehicle also. So then save major hand, and it will again create one more expenditure type, that is vehicle, and it is vehicle required is yes. Now for vehicle, we will make next sub-add and major add. For example, for vehicle, I want to make a sub major head like fuel, and then save it. Again, you can see here we have two sub major head, that is fuel. And further, if we want to divide it into a further type, for example, we want to make it CNG or diesel, etc., then you can divide like that also. Now we will make one more minor head for this type of fuel, and here we will put fuel and put details. So in this way we can make our different type of heads either related to expenditure or income. Let's make one more for income. For income related, don't make the head fee related, because it will automatically fetch fee from a fee. Let's make something like booking. If we are, for example, giving our playground as a booking, then you can save that as a save. And it is now, you can see here one is booking related. Then you can further divide this booking in this income of booking into further for example ground, and you can say that as a yes, and then it is here. And it is not mandatory to complete at up to level minor end. So here we are not, for example, we are just doing up to 2 level booking and then ground. So it's up to you, either you make one level only major head, or you want to make different category in that major head, then you can make in sub major head. And if you further make category in that sub major head, then you need to make minor head. Based on these type of heads, this is one time work, or you may do at any time when you find that in later any time that this type of income or expenditure we are no, recording, so you can create at any time. Why we are creating this? Because this will help us to generate different type of reports and different type of data. At the end, we are the all everything is in organized manner, where we are using this. Now come to that recording a income or recording a expenditure. These main two are there. For example, we go to income. Here you will find the income page. Here the academic session, then date, any date you can select in past. For example, yesterday something is coming, then you can note yesterday, but now we are doing the same. And cash, here is that thing is required. For example, if we select cash, if we come data is coming sorry amount is coming online, then you need to select it. So the policy we discuss in the current account section, we need to either it will be compulsory or optional. Now it's an optional, that is unassigned, but when we make it compulsory, it will automatically select that system. Then, for example, we are uh, recording amount for booking and ground, and there is no minor heads, then it will keep remain. For example, we record something like 5,000, and if you want to playground or anything, if you can notice here, or any name or reference or anything, you can just put in remark and then say. In this way, you can see that this is the one recording date and amount, and in which account, and which amount, and which major head, minor head, everything is there. Then further, if you want to, for example, we have done this booking and we want to now some record some expenditure, then go to expenditure. Expenditure is mainly using day-to-day work in a school. So we this is more important. In the same way, there is nothing you can just for example, you just make payment from cash, and it will deduct automatically from cash account. So you need to carefully choose these things. Then where, for example, vehicle expenses, then you fuel and fuel three vehicle. For example, we select this bus one, and the, for example, we have amount 2500 in this. And if you need to supporting document need to be uploaded, then you upload here, then save. If this is compulsory, where it is compulsory, I in the starting I explain you in the setting, if you want to make it compulsory or optional. So if you want to make it compulsory, enable that. Otherwise, go to master entry, user permission. Again, we will go to finance related modules, and then get detail. Here you will find that this option, supporting document required for expenditure. So either enable means you it is compulsory to upload the document. If you make it disable, that it is not compulsory to upload that. So we now update it and make it disable, then successfully. Then we again go to our modules, finance module. Then again we select these things. For example, vehicle, fuel, and diesel. Then a vehicle select, and for example, we keep 2500. And now you can save expenditure without selecting document. It will save. So it is up to you. So now in this way, you can fill any day-to-day expenditure. You will select any type of, for example, expenses, then classroom teaching, some minor, and we already some define this type. And for example, we give 1000 rupees, and you can save that. In this way, you can enter and save day-to-day expenditure in this. So we have till now explained three things. Fourth thing, finance account. Here we need to make, first of all, this is the first step to make your account. Then you need to create finance head. Here we create finance head related to our income and expenditure. Then we can do record our any income, or we can record our any expenditure in this way. The last thing we have here is that is finance account transfer. For example, at the time evening time, when some fee are collected on our fee counter, and we want to transfer or deposit this in our bank account, or sometime we take cash from bank account. So this is for what that, for example, cash book, and then we want to send it to current account, and we want to save 10,000 rupees from this to this. And then you can, if there is any reference number, then you can put here, and any remark you want to then put here. So save it, and it is recorded. You can keep record and keep your account accurate, and accounting of your all record and maintenance will remain exactly same as it is in physically present. So after these 4 points, there is a balance sheet, and it will tell you exactly what you have in which account and what are your old transactions. So this is your actually different type of reports is there. Here you can just click on balance sheet. First, income expenditure summary will show it from this month date to this date. You can change it any date. You can find from any date, or between any date, any month, any year. So you can change it when you want to fetch it, or even you can select for one account or more account, for all accounts. For example, opening balance, this total income, this expenditure, this income minus this, and here it will show the account balance summary in cash account, which are deposited, which are expenditure, which are transferred. For example, this we have no income, but expenditure is there, and the transfer out is this, and income expenditure and closing amount in the same with this. Here also a income expenditure summary, what income we have received and what expenditure, and these be careful, these all information are of these period we have selected here. So totally depend upon the field, all information on based on this. So this is one summary. And second thing is, if we want to check everything date wise, what we received and what we not received, and then select date wise and select any period, any count, and then click on show. And when you click on show, you will see the date wise all detail of that month, how many income, how many expenditure in this way. And this is a very useful and informative reports, and so that date wise it will explain everything. Next thing is, if we go month wise, you can also check it month wise, and it will show month wise detail, opening balance, income, expenditure, all these things. And if we want to take lesser detail of every entry, even a single piece entry, you can see here everything, each and everything detail. For example, till now we have done 5 6 entries, and all entries are one by one are recorded here in a proper manner. So all these reports are generated automatically. Just you need to two things. First of all, you need to create accounts. Then you just every day record your income and expenditure in these fields. So it will be completely easy and completely basic. You can even later print this, and it will be printed according to your the selected report, and you can even excel it and pdf it. So you can in any way you can display it anywhere, Keep it multiple time, one time a day, 15 days, 10 days, any number of days you can use it in. So I think again you can different type of summary, print it again in this way. So you will get school name and all these reports in a printed format also. So I hope this will be useful for you. If for any doubts, any related queries, please ask, and either a mail, WhatsApp, or any different media. Thank you, and have a nice day.